You are the viewers. We are the casters. And this is the Counter-Strikes. We have the second map. It's going to be Cobble.
Yes.
Cobble?
Cobblers.
Cobble.
Quick reminder, guys, we are very close to 550k followers, at which time we are going to be giving away a stat track, gut knife, slaughter, minimal wear, and a bison signed by Get Right. So make sure you hit the follow button. Maybe producer Friis can show you the wares before we start the game. So, Cobble. Have you seen SK on Cobble?
No.
So that knife did belong to me, but soon it will belong to one of you. That will be given away to one of our subscribers. And the bison will be an open raffle for everyone. So make sure you hit the follow button. Do you think we should one day do another Dragon Lore attempt, Dan?
No.
No?
No one likes Dragon Lores anymore.
I enjoyed it.
We got an Org Chameleon from £250 worth of stuff.
I think every stage, every league stage, we should do at least one Dragon Lore attempt. That's what I think we should do.
Okay. Alright, I'm down with it.
Okay.
I can get down with it.
We are into the knife rounds. This is the round of sharp objects.
Knife.
So
Got a knife fire.
you could have a knife of your own one of these days. I saw an inventory today. There was a HLTV thread about this inventory, which must have had like 30 knives in it. And that's all I have to say about that. I wouldn't want that many knives, Dan, because what would you do with them? You can only use two knives at any one time. Dan is finally using one of my knives now.
I don't like it though.
Do you know what? There's.
I don't like
I've realized, Dan, you don't like it.
No, I'd prefer the stock knife.
Really?
I don't know. It feels cheap.
Do you want a karambit? Do you want to use a karambit?
All right.
Use a karambit if you want. I'll let you use a Damascus steel. You're not getting anywhere near my tiger tooth.
It does look quite nice actually, the tiger tooth.
It does, yeah. It does indeed.
Okay, friends and non-friends alike. We have ourselves a match on Cobble. It is, of course, map number 2. If you are just joining us here, this is the debut performance, I suppose, of SK Gaming. Previously Undefined, previously ex-Copenhagen Wars. Now, SK looking to make themselves known against EnVyUs, but it's going to be happy again to kick off with the opening pistol frag of a pistol round. shox now moving up CT ramp. Looks like they're going to get that A bomb site fairly easily, to be honest. They have the smokes down and everything. This is going to be really hard for SK.
Yep, that retake, that smoke is going to slow them down so much and make them have to funnel out of the site. Only 10 key and SandeN remaining. Not the start they wanted. Maybe the start they deserved. Either way, it's 4 versus 1, and SandeN tagged down to 3 HP will be cleaned up by kioShiMa. And that's a nice start for Envy on the pistol side. The pistol side, the T side, excuse me.
Did you call him 10 key? Like a 10 keyless?
I call him 10 key, yeah.
But there's a Z there, 10 ski.
Yeah. But, do we have confirmation if it's 10 key or 10's key?
10 ski.
10's key sounds weird. I'm going to call him 10 key, Dan. If you have issues with my pronunciation of this word, this name,
You can go away.
send me a tweet.
Oh, we do have the anti-eco cleanup coming in from EnVyUs at the moment, looking to go for that B-bomb side take. Pretty good choice, generally speaking. You can get along that B-long area. You don't have to worry about too many close range hidey spots, hidey holes. And it's going to be the bomb that is trying to go down at the moment, but they need to be careful to deal with some of these players first, and they will, okay, in a flurry of gunfire.
Quick succession, Dan.
All the kills will arrive.
Quick succession. They will fall like dominoes. Envy doubled their score in that round, Dan. They doubled their score.
Yeah, that's true.
So NBK is going to be running with the MP7. One will presume that if Envy will go the same way, he will be leading the charge. Looking for that bonus money. It is a race between SmithZz and he. And SK, in fact, are going to stack the site. Let's see if they can combine their pistols to find the frags, or if NBK is going to make coin. He's looking for that Monopoly money, Dan.
Yeah, well, so far so good. NBK going to get a double, and NBK is quite cool to see him on an entry fragging role. Like they have changed things up a lot on their team. Happy used to be a secondary AWPer that he would only pick up the AWP in very situational spots, very situational positions, which had very limited decision making as far as AWPing was concerned, but just for specific tasks. Now we're seeing him looking like in Dust 2, he was all over the place, playing loads of spots with the AWP. The kind of the full-time dedicated AWPer style. So very interesting stuff here. Now they're up against the buy round, and they are just going straight in there. Ascilion will take down 2 players as they make their way into the underpass. But can they even things up here? They are wrapping around fast on A long. Friis needs to come out huge here, gets the first kill.
Friis was actually the one who spotted mid and then just ran away, and his teammate Ascilion covered his back, went down on his sword after taking 2 players with him, allowed Friis to get back into a safer position. Now it's 10Q with SilentZz to take down kioShiMa, leaving only Happy versus 4. He's got the trail onto 10Q, and will find himself facing fire from multiple directions. So they will pick up 2 AKs in that round. Friis will continue with the AWP as well. He has been missing a few shots, but that one wasn't the worst situation in the world. And one point that's interesting is that where Terra teams, maybe CTs as well, have had MP7s on when the other team has been doing a force or an eco, they've continued with it into the buy rounds as well, as we saw from NBK in that last round. I guess the moving spread is so good with the gun, it's worth holding on to in some situations.
So good. It's definitely worth it for sure. And looking like we'll see a bit of a B execute here from EnVyUs, tossing over the smokes there. Nice timing from them. It takes ages for those smokes to pop though, but they're going to go straight in here, and they will get themselves down onto the bomb site. So they're getting a really fast cleanup here. kioShiMa and NBK again with the entries, and shox, who tends to try to stay alive more mid-round as a rifler, which has definitely been always a strength of his. Just going to clean up Ascilion after getting the bomb planted. So good rounds here from EnVyUs. Again, when EnVyUs win these rounds, it just looks... It's just super fast and looks really easy because of the kind of rush style that they're playing. And SK, they got a save. This is really nice for EnVyUs to completely break SK straight away after they got back into a round by winning one again. So now their money's going to be in a troublesome spot. So it's really important that they keep these weapons alive. And in comes EnVyUs looking for them. If EnVyUs can pick up a couple players here, this is going to be so important. But it will be 2 of them going down to Friis and Tensky. They'll keep the AWP and the AK in hand.
Okay, so similar to what we saw on the last map, where the buy comes out from SK and they lose a bunch of players fairly quickly. We've seen the same thing on Cobble as well. See if Envy can keep up the pressure. Now this hold is going to be hard. Again, we've got this is a map where the CTs can be stretched a little bit thin. We're still seeing the different approaches to the drop zone, etc. And we'll see how SK can hold things up and what their options are going to be. So they've got 3 towards the B bomb site, including the drop zone, boosting 1 player up onto that tree position. HUNDEN only with a P250 for the time being, and he's going to be playing that sneaky position just at the end of T main where the players jump out from.
Oh, nice frag there by Tensky, holding down just for a moment there, but it's going to be enough, it would seem, as the advantage is found. NBK's on the lurk here from the A side, and he's just going to go down also. So 2 versus 3, and SandeN going to try to retake the area here towards Connector and will prove successful. So another nice performance here from SK in a round that they really, really badly, desperately, sorely needed to pick up here. Otherwise, EnVyUs would have been running away with economic control. And we would have seen that situation where SK were in on CT side of Dust 2, where they're just eco, buy, eco, buy, eco, buy, eco, buy.
All right, so 2 rounds ahead are the EnVyUs side. We're seeing the full buy coming out for SK again. Only helmets on 2 of the players versus 5 AKs. They won't be needed. Envy creeping all over the map. And again, I think we're going to have HUNDEN headed over towards that blind spot on the B bomb site. Friis engaging towards A, but the shot will not find a frag. And you can see SK are posturing towards A with an extra player. But Envy with significant map control, still over a minute on the clock for them to decide what they want to do. Bomb is rotating to another area. And we'll see if we get an execute into the drop zone. And then who knows where else. With NBK's position, he looks like he could be going for a fake here, but if they open up the drop zone and he finds a frag, then things could still go either way. And indeed, he's going to do exactly that all the way onto the back of the A bomb site. Now that might cause a rotation from the CTs, but the push is coming in towards B. And 110 key SandeN as well. All going to find frags. It's going to be traded by Happy, finding 2 of his own. He'll smoke off that door position before coming out to plant the bomb. So 2 versus 2 retake. Happy's already got the angle onto the drop zone as well. There's going to be one frag looking for the spray down, but Cillian will trade. He'll change his position as well. Let's see if he goes straight through the smoke or not. Going to be a nice timing grenade there by kioShiMa. And things will slow down as they look for each other.
Like he's going to find himself the engagement here, but he's playing the time very, very well at the moment. Even going to be able to find another smoke to use, and he's going to drop that smoke and let it bloom, go for the peak, and still alive in the smoke. There's not much that can be done by Cillian. It's a good effort, but he's going to get the hell out of there and let the bomb explode. And kioShiMa, he is going to die, I would think, to the bomb at a radius. There it is, slamming against the wall there.
He actually ran closer to the bomb there. He would have been better off staying where he was. I don't know if he would have survived, but he would have had a better chance. 5-2 now. SK with an AWP and some pistols. Cillian with some extra money, he will buy the Kevlar, the helmet. I don't know why he's buying a helmet in this situation, but he'll buy it anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of needless. Again, we're seeing the rapid aggression of EnVyUs. We're seeing this as a consistent style from them across teams and maps. So it is quite interesting. In that previous round, we saw NBK kind of going on the lurk here on a solo mission. But we'll hold that thought for now as we do have the push coming into the A-bomb site. Nice entry coming in from Happy. Is a trade onto shox. However, you'd like the chances of EnVyUs with the weapon advantage to just continue to barrel down onto this A site. But Friis comes in from up top by the balcony, picks up another kill. Bomb will be planted here, and now SmithZz and NBK are left alive against the AWP. Friis going to switch up for the AK as an HE will pick up a frag for him, making it a 1-on-1. This would be the 4th frag for Friis if he can find SmithZz in time. But who will play the better one-on-one post-plant here? SmithZz gets caught, but he's going to switch around. Great response. Really fast on the reactions. And that was a close call, but it will be another round for EnVyUs.
I'm not sure if you heard the sound cue from Friis' jumping there, or just thought, okay, I've come to this acute angle. He must be on the crack side of the wall. But either way, he finds an important 1v1 to keep SK down on the money. Again, Friis continuing AWP here. No armor, no nades. There are no kits on any of these SK players, so if they lose a site, they're going to have to retake it quickly, which means it's going to be a very volatile situation. They need to find frags. They need to find early advantages here. We've got a few smokes and flashes to slow down the EnVy side, who are already pretty much on the A-bomb site, so whatever their plan was, it has not come off for them. Friis going to get insta-traded. Not a nice position for him, but they've got a 2-man advantage so far. Only kioShiMa and SmithZz. SmithZz looking for the bomb plant now.
SmithZz is going to be supporting kioShiMa, who's on the bomb side itself. Spots the first player by the balcony. SmithZz will take one down towards the A-long area. Has a nice angle towards the connector as well. So he's going to be picking up a couple kills here. kioShiMa will go down. SmithZz now with a lot to do. Already with 3 kills. That bomb ticking away. It is in a good spot for him to defend, but he has to win the fights. And he is in a corner that he cannot hide any longer from. And it's going to be HUNDEN to win the round here. But again, SK Gaming losing 3 players, spending everything in this round. Bomb got down for EnVyUs. You would expect that the buy comes in again from them. Oh, maybe not actually. I didn't realize their money was actually quite so poor. So SK might be able to finally take some economic momentum, because that's what they've been sorely lacking at the moment. Now, are we going to see, how much investment will we see here from EnVyUs? Maybe any nades? No, only just some pop flashes here. Or some flashes for the pop flash potential.
I presume that's for the drop zone. Because if they get into there, then they probably get 1, maybe 2 rifles, and then they have the map at their leisure. Basically, they can rotate through T main and go for a split towards B. And in that sense, they wouldn't really need any nades if this part of it proves successful for them. So the flash comes in, and that's going to be 1 weapon. Can they pick up a second one? That's a question. Indeed, they will. So there are the 2 weapons, and now the split. Actually, there's not going to be a split. They're all going to stick together and play the trade game, but trades are going the way of the CTs at the moment. However, there's lots of time on the clock for EnVy to play with. Now we've got to have these pop flashes coming out. Good positioning by Friis. Going to get the slam dunk onto NBK there. Unbeknownst to him, Happy is within pistol distance, and he'll be taken out as well. So the first 2 frags came in from EnVy, and I'm not sure how many players they lost in the Bedlam there. But I think if they survived with all 5 players, which is probably unlikely, let's say 4 players, then maybe they could go for a split towards B. But then if there's only 2 in both situations, then they're probably very likely to get sprayed down by an M4. So it's a thin situation.
Friis on the angle again towards A long. Gonna hit the shot onto shox. Friis being pretty consistent, quite a saving grace for SK in some of these rounds. And the situation now is that we do have Happy in connector. He can shut down rotation, picks up the kill there. He can slowly sandwich onto the A bomb site. And we're having frags all over the place. Happy with 2 now from connector, leaving Tensky all alone on the A bomb site. Now the bomb can actually go there, could double back as well. There's loads of time for them to play with, but they can overwhelm this guy. Happy picks up kill number 3. And 7-4 is the score now, as SK Gaming are in a very, very nasty spot money-wise, to be honest. They can't field a buy. They're going to have to eco. After a single eco, though, they will be able to buy, and there will be enough for an AWP as well. So
they're in a world of pain, Dan, and there's no horse tranquilizer in sight.
What about morphine?
Or tramadol. Cocodamol, paracetamol.
Ibuprofen.
Chicken and chips.
7-4 is the score. And look at this stack towards A. It is really scary, actually, because EnVyUs almost were going to run into it, but looking like they're going to go through onto the B bomb site. Now, they had 1 player moving in towards B to basically check for any stacks or anything like that, and they have successfully avoided running into a very dangerous underpass area. And now it's going to be next to impossible for SK Gaming to actually retake the bomb site. So well done by EnVyUs, scouting out the stack. And
by the way, that smoke that is just been put down in that door, I feel like there are boosts to be had over that with an all-4 similar.
Oh yeah, because there's a ramp behind it as well, so you can definitely be elevated pretty nicely, I think. But here we go, got a Cillian, gonna find NBK. So some good damage done by SK Gaming, but they're gonna lose the round. And oh,
nice!
What was that? Oh my god, I've done that way too many times. That is awesome.
I knew that was happening. I knew it.
That is awesome.
That is one for YouTube.
Okay.
Happy's tired of it all.
8-4, EnVyUs. They are pretty weak on the cash, but we're into the last couple rounds of this half, or last 3 rounds of this half. And SK Gaming, they've got the AWP on Friis again, so goodbye from them. What are they going to do with it, though? Are they going to actually push the A side enough at all? Are they going to get smoked off, actually? Or rather, they are going to drop the smoke down there, so I'm going to play it quite passively. But together as well, leaving A long completely open. And there is a player, NBK, I think, moving up into that area. So NBK will spot that is completely free. So lots of pressure into the A side of the map at the moment. And it could be quite troublesome here for SK Gaming, because they're not really in the best positions to deal with this.
Okay, so nice flash by Tenki to get the first frag in the round. That's going to speed up the play of Envy, but Free is going to find a frag and not get traded on this occasion. It's been a problem in some previous rounds with more aggressive positions, but for now, he will be okay. That flash coming in a split second too late there to save a Cillian from shox. But again, it's still Envy with a 1-man disadvantage. Yeah, and
Friis is on the A bomb site now as well, so he can... He did a very, very nice reposition on the timing. He waited a specific amount of time, then realized, okay, by now there can be players coming from A long, and he managed to get the scope out in time and picked up the kill. And now he's repositioned on A, and they've left him pretty much alone there. Split their defense, 1 guy in connected, 2 on the B bomb site, and this is a really good decision by SK Gaming. Very good decision making indeed. However, EnVyUs with the 1 play that could actually circumvent the positions of these CTs, moving in for that A site. APC push from shox, not going to go well for him, and it's going to be SK with another round. 5-8, they are doing quite well bouncing back into this, and Envy is back on an eco, and there's only 2 more rounds left in this one, so we will only see 1 more buy from them.
Yeah, so SK could finish with a somewhat reasonable score on the CT side if they can take advantage of the situation from Envy, but with 2 flashes, let's see what the approach is. Seems they could go for an underpass pop flash instead. And again, it's going to be a Cillian close up with Friis for support. And in goes the flash, but the frag's going the way of SK so far. The Friis going to get in there with the USPS and find himself 2 frags. Orb's going to be picked up, but for how long? We've got our shox on very low HP indeed, and the Cillian's going to clean them both up. Penetration kill to boot, and that is another round in the bag for SK, 6-8 in favour of EnVyUs.
Yeah, so buy-in from them, but it's not even going to be that strong of a buy. As we can see, no AWP, Tech9 unhappy, and shox going to go Galil armor, and a couple flashes as well. So SK Gaming have, I feel like a weakness for them could actually be if EnVyUs were to put more emphasis on the A take here, because it's not like SK Gaming can really push into the B areas, kind of the BT areas. They have to actually wait, and we're going to have indeed that fast push, and they're going to catch off these players on the A side of things by the CT ramp. SmithZz going in hard and fast there, straight into the face of Friis, and it's going to be a really good cleanup of the bomb site right now for EnVyUs. There's absolutely nothing that SK Gaming can do now. They just have SandeN left. That pace was blistering, and now he's going to be smoked off repeatedly. It's the last round though, so he might as well try what he, see what he can do here. But this is looking like a 9-6, and indeed it will be a 9-6 for EnVyUs on their T side.
Lots of spray. That's something that the pros do a lot when there are smokes down. Just spray through the smokes. You can often find people on the other side, as you did just there. So it's NBK top fragging on this occasion, but the kills are fairly evenly spread across the team, whereas in SK it is ranging a lot, but then of course being on the CT side, that will partly be due to position. SK now finding themselves on the T side, and again, EnVyUs have 9 rounds on the board, so there's a lot of opportunity for SK to bring things back and take a lead here, but easier said than done. All the Envy side opting for Kevlar. We did see a match recently where none of the CT side opted for Kevlar. I think that was on Cash, if I remember correctly. You can see SK HUNDEN with 2 flashes, Cillian with a Molotov, and the rest of them with Kevlar of their own. Yeah,
we have the push in from, wow, EnVyUs back into the B bomb site. They are doing an amazing job here. shox picked up 2 awesome kills there towards the drop. That's going to cut the push in half, and it seems like, is it every pistol round that EnVyUs have won? I think only maybe, did SK Gaming win 1 on the last map, I think, maybe?
I cannot recall.
I'm not sure really, but yeah, EnVyUs have been doing pretty well on their pistol rounds. Either way, we will have, I mean, that's really rough for SK. They have to start things off on the T side without winning pistol. They could redeem themselves. They could actually make it a really good situation for themselves if they win this. But we see that the M4 buyout comes straight out from EnVyUs. 3 M4s. They're going to be playing the Rangers here. But except kioShiMa, who's very close. Now the Tech9s could be very, very dangerous against kioShiMa right now.
Yeah, but if he positions himself well, he could get a lovely spray down. There's going to be 3 looking to find a 4th of a USP. HUNDEN is going to be the last one standing here. He doesn't have the bomb either, and he is just trying to escape. Happy coming in with a 5-7. You know what he can do with it, and he will continue with his banana gun.
That was a very fast cleanup indeed. And they sustained 0 damage, and it's not as if SK Gaming can really invest in anything in this round. We could already see Friis is saving for the ult. The rest of his teammates were the ones to invest. So this should be another easy cleanup for EnVyUs, and SK Gaming, they need a couple of frags out of these Glocks. That's a pretty tall order, to be honest, with no grenades as well.
Again, that's a nice change made to those Molotovs, so they can sit next to the smoke without being extinguished, which was a problem for a very long time indeed, which has fortunately been fixed by Valve. People moaned at me because I called it Volvo. Can you believe that?
Really?
Yeah.
That's like the...
Oh, these guys are professional. They should say Valve.
Oh, that's
well,
weird.
There we go. Excuse me. So SmithZz using the choke point to his advantage, and that's going to be a funnel that SK are on the wrong end of. Walking 1 by 1 into the SmithZz abattoir. No apron needed.
12-6. EnVyUs looking very good on the monies. That was two rounds where they didn't lose a single man, actually, by the way. BTW, James. BT dubs. So we have AWP on Friis, as he'd been saving for. No nades able to be afforded by him, and he's actually not got any head armor, which against the CTs does make a difference. And there it is. Picks up the frag onto Happy already, so It's going to be a pretty nice start here, but kioShiMa could make their day a little bit worse. Again, he's been doing so well in this position. It's actually quite a hard and finicky spot to play without getting abused. A lot of players like to just stand behind the crate, but that's actually not good enough because you can get wall bangs. You have to be smart about how you position and the timings you position and how your teammates help you out. And we see kioShiMa has been doing very well into avoiding any costly engagements there. And Friis is going to be looking for him with the AWP, but he will not find him. They're moving in for the drop as well. What are SK going to do now? They got a man-up advantage and a minute left on the clock, so they should really be able to compound this advantage into a round win.
I wonder if it's possible to get a proper pop flash into the drop zone and then get a Molotov in there as well. But never mind, the drop zone has been cleared. The drop zone has been dropped. And it's down to shox to save. We've got multiple trades coming in from the NV side, but kioShiMa's pretty much stuck. His location is known and his days are numbered. Only SmithZz remains now versus 10Key and Friis. He's on the site and he's got the bomb in his control. So he's going to get himself a one-on-one. Just shoot 10Key's shoulder off. Turn him into a lamb chop.
Oh!
Pistol into the face.
And the crazy thing is that Friis was the only guy on his team with no head armor, and you can see there that that distance I don't think would have one dinked. Of course, the next follow-up shot will probably kill him anyway, but still, going to be a nice cleanup there. That first shot by SmithZz was really, really close. Really, really close.
That was really sharp.
That was amazing by SmithZz. And that kind of display is going to put it at a 13-6, so EnVyUs looking at a fast cleanup. Not representative of the skill of SK. They are definitely not a... They're not as bad as the score suggests, to be honest.
No fear from Happy. He wants to go and get that engagement and the information as well. I probably knew he was going to go down, but now his entire team know the intentions of SK Gaming. The rotation's going to come in, but they're not going to over-rotate. There is a lurker here for the SK side, and EnVy still have some formation to potentially deal with it. 2 down here for shox. Runs out of bullets to find a third. The pistol will come out. There is a flashbang from a teammate as well. Excellent play there by EnVy. That flash coming in saves shoxy while he gets his P2000 out and allows him to finish off that player. Good team play by the French. And they are closing in on that 16th round. They are closing on the 2-0 here, Dan.
Yeah, they definitely are. Friis has been doing a pretty good job with the AWP, but I feel like one of the issues is that SK Gaming don't feel confident, or maybe they're not finding enough ease taking the B-long area away from EnVyUs. We can see that kioShiMa has been holding it down so effectively in multiple rounds. And when it comes to the A side of the things as well, we haven't seen many players from SK Gaming actually making a successful push into the A side. Now they're doing it with loads of bodies. That, of course, EnVyUs will see everything. They would have seen the bomb as well. So they're rotating 2 players through onto the A bomb site. But it still could be one of the trade game here for SK Gaming if they are sharp on some of these shots. Now Friis will miss that Angel against Happy, AWP against AWP. But still, they can definitely do this without a guy even in the drop zone. They're going to try to go for the raw engages up onto A.
So this is an important time for the SK team, pushing through double doors, and shox will fall to 10Key. They've smoked off the connector door as well. 10Key finding the frag onto Happy on the site. NBK looking for the trade coming in for him as well. So kioShiMa against Friis and HUNDEN, who need to plant the bomb. I think Friis is holding the angle on the balcony. No, he's holding the angle if he comes out, but they will look in other directions now. So kioShiMa's made it past the balcony towards the truck, and Friis could be surprised there. Now kioShiMa needs to worry about where the trader is. He doesn't have a smoke to go for this defuse, and Friis is going to come out and just snap his face off, keep SK in this game, although they have half the score of EnVy at the moment.
Yeah, Friis is on today, absolutely on. I mean, those kinds of shots, no hesitation. Straight to the head as well. You don't typically see that from AWPers getting the headshots. It's actually a really nice snap there indeed. 7-14 though for SK Gaming. That is the reality. EnVyUs with another bite to show for themselves in the face of this Danish SK lineup. Now, we are going to have 2 players on A long here for EnVyUs, so it's a bit of a mix-up from them. What are SK Gaming going to do here? They are looking towards some A control. They found success there in the previous round. And it's definitely a little bit easier, especially because they aren't confident again on that B-long play. They've been getting consistently outplayed by kioShiMa and his support in NBK on B-long, so they are kind of abandoning that as an idea, it would seem. And instead they're moving in slowly but surely, creeping towards the A area.
But EnVy are starting to move away. Happy rotating the AWP, leaving SmithZz in position, and there is a snake coming the way of SmithZz. Although we seem to have frozen for a second, which is interesting. Okay, so we will find out what exactly is going on here. We seem stuck.
Stuck in the mud.
We're suspended. Suspended animation, Dan. We are like an animal hibernating in the winter.
I wonder what it would be like actually going into like cryogenic stasis or something. It's just waking up.
I believe that there are people who are in that state
right now.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure actually. There are rich people with far too much money who have died and have been frozen, awaiting technology to bring them back to life and make them live forever or some nonsense.
Nice. I guess that makes sense. If you got the money to do it, James, would you? You would.
It depends on what age I was. If I was like 70, no. I don't want to be like frail for forever.
Then you just need
you want to be frail forever, Dan?
Well, then you just need to. Well, hang on. We'll come back to this very important discussion as we do have ourselves back into the match here. We've got 15-7, match point for EnVyUs. They did win map number one as well. We've got two ops here. Happy will kill Tensky, and it's just a Zillion left for the clutch. He needs to get the bomb down. He's got a minute to play with, and he's going to get tapped in the head by Happy's P250. So
spin to win, Dan.
As that concludes, that means that EnVyUs will be facing up against Team Kinguin in our next match.
I believe that is in an hour and a half, if I'm not mistaken.
All right then. Alrighty then. So guys,
maybe it's time to play some Face It.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
We shall see.
Guys, add me on Face It. My username is JZFB. I'm going to play a game. What I'm going to do, I'm going to accept everyone, and then I'm going to log on. First, are you going to play?
Okay.
All right. First 3 people to message me once I log on. All right, producer Friis, you can play as well. First 2 people to message us message me when I log on, and you can join our lobby, and then we'll go and wreck some noobs. Please be from Europe, because we're from Europe.
All right, guys, we'll see you in an hour and a half for Kinguin and EnVyUs.